Hey everybody, what's happening? Son of a Silver Stacker here. In today's numismatic news and information for the 4th day of February 2021, we're going to be looking at 4 different stories today. So here we go. First one is the price of the precious metals. They're pretty much down 1% across the board. So you have gold to 1820, silver to 2657, platinum to 1090, and palladium to 2283. Now, this also got my attention here. JM Bullion says, we know this already because we've already read it a few times. Due to the extreme order volumes, please expect shipping delays of 10 or more business days. Now, look at this. It says we also have a temporary $299 order minimum. Click to learn more. Wow. So the optics on this are really bad considering the David versus Goliath thing that's happening right now in the markets, the big guy versus the little guy, right? The threshold now says here, unfortunately, we cannot ship all the orders as fast as we like and have decided to make temporary change to our order policies. Effective today, we are implementing a $299 minimum order threshold. All orders above the $299 threshold will still continue to give free shipping. Wow, the little guy who just buys maybe 1 or 2 at a time can't now on this website, so they'll have to go to other precious metal dealers, and they have a message from their CEO on their page. So I went over to check that out. It says here, as we evaluate the markets, it is difficult to know where silver's price and demand will go in the coming days and weeks. APMEX is highly capitalized and has more than $150 million inventory to support silver demand, is what they're talking about. We have made strategic decisions to procure additional metal, locking up any metal that we can find in the marketplace. We suspect premiums will rise and rise quickly, as we are seeing significant increases in our costs when we can even locate the metal. It is also highly likely that we'll need an additional day or 2 to fill orders based on current order counts. The one guarantee we can make to our customers is that we only be sold the metal that is on site, or we have procured the metal with a firm commitment date from our partners. I think the 226 release of the American Silver Eagle would be a good example of that. It says here, in markets like this, we feel this is the best approach a retailer can take, as no one can predict product availability. Okay, that's reasonable. Then there's this I wanted to show you. This is the 2021 Philadelphia struck emergency issue type 1 2021 American Silver Eagle, and the mintage on this, because I called them, I was just like, okay, I've had enough. None of these listings show the mintage, and you would think that would be super important, because it is. So anyway, I called them. The mintage on the 2021 Philadelphia struck American Silver Eagle is, and this is the emergency strike here, 500,000. So it's not the 240,000 from last year's emergency production from Philadelphia. It's double that, plus about 10,000. So, but still, it's less than the million that they minted in San Francisco at the beginning of the year. And remember, it's only February 4. So this is incredible. This is unprecedented. And that brings us to our next story. This is from FinTech Zoom. Gold futures. U.S. Mint couldn't meet demand for gold and silver coins due to pandemic buying. This is from February 3rd, 2021, in the gold section. The U.S. Mint couldn't meet demand for gold and silver coins due to pandemic buying. The United States Mint was like a broken record here. In January, due partly to pandemic-driven demand and plant capacity issues, it said. Sales of U.S. gold bullion coins rose 258% last year, while silver coin demand was up 28%. I don't think that sounds right. But anyway, the Mint said on Tuesday, heavy buying has continued in 2021, it said, squeezing supplies, which had already been tight as the coronavirus affected production. The social media-driven buying spree lifted silver futures to an 8-year high on Monday, but dealers in the market for coins were already grappling with the supply shortage and shipping delays before that rally. It came as Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen announced she would be calling a meeting of key financial regulators this week to discuss market volatility driven by retail trading in GameStop and other stocks. So they are having a meeting of all the heads. They're probably going to bring in the SEC, the NASDAQ. Look at this. Yellen will convene heads of Securities Exchange Commission, the Federal Reserve, the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, the Commodity Futures and Trading Commission. A trader official said Tuesday. So this just hit the fan. Wow, right? Look at that. They're investigating that now. So it says here, these shares in the struggling retail chain. We all know that's was it GameStop, right? It fell 60% on Wall Street on Tuesday to $90 as the mania sparked by small investors that had sent the value soaring past $300 share last week looked like imploding. The Mint, a division of the U.S. Treasury, has limited distribution of its silver coins to suppliers. It is currently changing the designs for its American Gold Eagle. Man, that just didn't sound right. The Mint, a division of the U.S. Treasury, had limited distribution of its silver coins to suppliers as it is currently changing the designs for its American Eagle Gold. Okay. There was going to be a backlog in the silver bullion supply chain that rendered silver eagles more scarce either way, said Everett Millman at Gainesville Coins in Florida. He expected delays until mid-March for the most popular products. It says here the silver coins and silver bars that are available have acquired significantly higher premia. He added, premia is to the plural of premiums, so it's a fancy way of saying premiums. In January, 220,500 American Gold Eagle coins were sold, up 290% from 56,500 a year earlier, the Mint said. For this year, the Mint has a limited window to produce its current gold and silver coins, with redesigned coins expected to debut in the summer. It is limiting distribution of its gold, silver, and platinum coins to specific dealers because of the heavy demand and a limited number of suppliers of metal, it said in a statement. In the silver rally in recent days is just the latest attempt by some traders to persuade more investors to buy up physical silver coins. They believe that large banks are manipulating the price of silver and that buying up physical silver will force a shortage and push up the price. It's too bad this doesn't have a little history lesson, because people have been fined for manipulating the precious metal market. So this is kind of a, oops, I didn't do my homework, by James. So good try, bud. But you gotta have more, more meat and potatoes there, buddy. And I don't mean to come down on you, but we all know that some banks have been burned and gotten fined for manipulating. But whatever, believe what you want to believe. So we're going to jump over to the United States Mint now. And I called them about the particular item over here. It is on the 11th. This is it right here. American Eagle 2021 1-ounce silver proof coin, number 21EA and 21RF. So I went over to my enrollment set, not my enrollments. I went over to, yeah, that's right. I went over to enrollments, and I read this again, and I called them because I was freaking out. I'm like, this has got to mean that I'm only getting one, because I got two here. So I called, and they said, yeah, you cannot add any more than just the one. So if you have 2 or 4 or 5 or 6, you're just going to be getting the one, even if you're enrolled for more. Because it says here, we are unable to accept increases to enrollment orders for this product. So that's that. Done. So those are the 4 items I wanted to bounce off you today. The enrollment, you can only get one. If you're enrolled for more, well, you're kind of out. It's just the way it is. So what I was thinking, if you're unable to get 1 or 2 or 3 or these, 2 or 3 of these, you can always jump over to the congratulations set, because it'll be the same coin with the West Point Mint mark, and it'll be the proof as well. So you still have that option as well. So I want to thank you all for watching. I want to thank you all for being here. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, subscribe to the channel. It's free. Son of a Silver Stacker, out.